this intro and the song definitely has grown on me more and more. The more I watch it, the more I like it. Because there were parts of it that were like the song, because it changes styles a lot, that I was kind of iffy on at first. Now I like love every second of it. It took a while. It took a while to grow on me. When we're done with Endwalker, we'll have to watch the Shadowbringers opening again, because that was like the pinnacle best song and trailer, like an opening I'd ever seen to anything. And now I have less memories of it because I've seen this one so many times. So when we're done, we need to like watch them back to back and compare. It really grows on you, it does. Nothing touches the Shadowbringers intro, it still floors you. I don't even like remember the song now, because this one's so ingrained in my head now. That too, Manic. That too. With this one has a lot of like callbacks and stuff for people who have been. Whoa! It's my first time seeing that. Oh, dude. Yeah, with the callbacks and the nostalgia and stuff for people who have been with it for a long time, that for sure gives this one, you know, an edge. Oh, talk to me, Estinian. Cannot see target. You're standing too close to his tallness. The bereaved dragon has fallen silent, leaving Estinian to sigh with frustration. They want only to brood in silence, to be left alone with their grief until time itself comes to an end. The sole reward for senseless bloodshed. A pain I understand, and I wish that I did not. What fools we were. Oh, Estinian. But now isn't the time for such thoughts. The others will want to hear what we've learned. Come. Can you believe that we got, like, that Alfie took Estinian to meet his parents? I still can't believe that we were given such a gift. I was fed yesterday very well. This is Thancred. This is Thancred. Thank you, Thancred, for the air I breathe. Is that dragon sweeping? Or dead? Oh no, he's not dead. He's like kind of curled up. Aww. With luck, they'll have learned something to help us devise a plan of action. Good to see you made it back in one piece. The more I see of this place, the more bewildering it becomes. Did your exploration prove eventful? Converse with any dragons? We would hear what the dragons had to share with you. Even if it's no different from what they told Oriange, it would have value. I chanced to gain audience with several dragons ere we returned, though I expect their tales are much the same as those you heard. Were you able to establish any meaningful contact with the dragons? Yes. I see. They wish to escape what they perceive to be a cycle of conflict. Thank you, Luna. Estinian. As for our part, I believe we are more acutely aware of our confines than before. We started by traversing the perimeter of the island to see if there might be a path leading off of it. Sadly, there was nothing to be found. There's no small amount of debris floating about. Could there be enough to serve as a bridge to lead us elsewhere? I considered that, and so I tried throwing a stone into a potential platform to judge its integrity, but it never reached its mark. As it crossed an invisible threshold just beyond the boundaries of this island, it vanished, only to reappear above me and fall at my feet. I would not be too quick to presume that what we see outside this space is as it appears. Which is why I returned to the Ragnarok and asked the Luperits to search for a potential path. However, the ship's instruments failed to provide conclusive data on the surrounding area. Until we know more, I think it too risky to attempt flying to another island. What Medion told us before, that emotions dictate reality here, might be the key. But I'm not entirely sure what emotion might manifest a bridge to lead us to safety. So what you're saying is we've no way forward. Someone make me feel something. At present, aye. If it is indeed emotion that governs this island, perhaps it is not Medions, but the dragons that hold us here. They tire of conflict and have chosen a path of oblivion to escape it. Or rather, they have chosen no path at all, meaning there is no way for the dragons or anyone here on this island to advance. Damn, good sleuthing, Mishdola. A sound theory, disheartening though it may be. If that is the case, what recourse do we have? They are not like to be persuaded to help us. Their reasoning is built on a history of turmoil and strife. Without irrefutable proof, the future is not as bleak as they believe it to be. Mayhap persuasion is not the answer. We must slay them all! Medion meant to unmake us, then and there, on the Ragnarok, and she would have succeeded if not for Thancred's determination. Oh, we must have great determination! She conceded it was strong enough to overpower the despair that otherwise rules Ulmathul and reshape it to a degree. Perhaps it can be done again in like manner, by overpowering the prevailing emotions. We gotta wish for a bridge really, really hard. 'Twas Ultimathul's architect, Medion herself, against whom Thancred did pitch himself in a clash of wills. Though I marked no leader among them as such, I did chance to encounter a dragon possessed of despair far more potent than most. Potent enough, mayhap, to dictate the course for others, and thus their domain to follow. Ah, so we gotta kill the super sad one. He spoke but few words, carefully chosen, their tone and timbre alone threatening to rend my heart in twain. Challenging his desire to remain may allow us to alter the island upon which we stand. Good call, Urianger. Alas, I fear my vaunted rhetoric availed me naught against his calcifying heart, but mayhap one of you will fare better. The dragon was just like, oh, please stop talking. We gotta give him a hug. Then I shall guide thee. All end, they call him, in the dragon tongue. Thou wilt find him nearby, eyes fixed upon the water. Well, what do we have to lose? Let's get going. You are all walking away very robotically. Aw. Aw. We gotta put him out of his misery. No, we just gotta give him a hug. It's fine. He'll be fine. Yeah, I like this music. It's kind of like something about it is muted a little bit. Like it's like it's playing through a radio. It's disorienting, like everything else here. Hi. Hi, sad dragon.
He remaineth as he was when I first approached, entombed in melancholy.
I see. Perhaps I could...
I'll handle this.
Estinian knows how to talk to dragons.
So, waiting to die like all the others, are you?
Oh, Estinian, you're supposed to use empathy. Our pride is crushed and our souls corrupted. The winds are stilled and the heavens offer no comfort. You're a very sad dragon. There is nothing left for our kind. Our long lives a curse as we await the end. Still as stone we shall become. Our long lives a curse as we await the end. Oof. Oof.
So you say. Yet your kind has found a new beginning on our star. One of you braved the expanse, bearing with him a clutch of eggs. They and their children now rule our skies, their song heard by all.
Our kin on another star? And yet, upon thee do I smell the blood of my brethren. Estinian never washes his armor. Or weapon. Were they drawn into discord and war on their new home?
They were. They suffered much, and repaid their suffering in kind.
It mattereth not whither we fly. Love this music. E'er will a sanguine ocean await us. Ever will retribution's wheel turn. And so, on the last of my pride as a dragon, I break free of this wheel. I renounce conflict, exile myself from the other, never again to be touched by the flames of hatred.
Had your brethren made the selfsame choice, my family might still be alive.
You have a new
Yet
family
lasting
now,
peace
Estinian.
does not come to those who simply retreat from conflict. No. You must be willing to confront it. To stare into the face of your foe, and see yourself in him. Only then can you break the cycle of torment and tragedy. This lesson, a dear friend taught me at the risk of his life. There is no nobility in your penance. You wallow in self-pity. And after everything we've endured, we will not let you stop us.
Oh!
Estinian!
Stay back!
Retire of war, retire of turmoil. Dignity tarnished, crimson stained. Our misery, our shame, too much to bear. Release us from war, from life. It's a heartless tornado.
I see. Theirs is the emotion that bars our way. The rest is up to you.
No, 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 no! What are you gonna do? No! What? Wait! He got swallowed by the demon tower.
No! Not Estinian too!
Wait, what happened? Wait, what happened? He ate the dragon's emotion. He made the bridge! He made the bridge!
There's a wind.
He made the wind.
He's opened the way for us. Sacrificed himself to remake this place, like Thancred did.
Oh, they're crying! Oh my god!
Come. Let us follow the wind. It will not lead us astray. He would not.
Man. Ah! Help me! Alfie does love him so much! They gave us Alfie crying! Estinian will be the wind caressing your face, Alfie! Oh my god. There's two dads. Did I call it or what? Did I call it or what I said? One by one, they're all gonna sacrifice themselves to make the way forward. What am I listening for? Oh, was there like... Is there... It's the same song but less distorted. Okay. It sounds like a completely different song to me. Okay. So the song's gonna like have stuff added to it? It's gonna evolve? Oh my god! That's amazing! Wow. This was Thancred. No, it still is. That's why we can breathe, because Thancred. And Estinian is the wind. And the bridge forward. Well done, Estinian. Man, when an anime character, what did he say? He said something and I was like, oh no, he's gonna die. Like, we must jump ahead like a dragoon. Exactly. Oh my god. Too perfect. Oh my god. They really gave us Alfie crying. The rest is up to you. There it is. Yep. As soon as he said the rest is up to you, he was like, oh, no, he's done. He's gone. He's gonna sacrifice himself. That's way too anime. Oh my god. Wind confluence. Shut up! With Alfie crying. Ah, oh, I feel so seen. I feel so seen. The wind has stayed the fog that covered this island, and the air, it no longer feels quite so stifling. Aww. As by the beating of mighty wings doth wind blow, where dragons may ne'er again touch the sky, he and the shade he bore shall soar free. Wow, poetic, Ariana. That's really? You're just gonna spout poetry at me? Alright, appropriate, thank you. Aw, Alize. If I had known this place would claim Estinian too, No. No, it's what had to be done. You're next, Alizé. Must this always be the price paid for safe passage? They're still here. We'll get them. We'll get them. Look there, the wind. Alfie. This is Estinian's doing. I'm sure of it. We should ride its flow and see where it leads. Ride Estinian's flow. Woo! Hello. Woo-wee! There we go. Wow. Come up after me, guys. That was really fun. A powerful gale has delivered you to another island. The other side, like a dragoon jumping up in the sky. The other scions should arrive before long. Come on up, guys. No, sacrifice your friends. No. Poetry. This is Urianger. This is Urianger. He did it. He found a way forward for us. Alfie. Tell me how much you loved him. The dragons remain trapped within a prison of their own making. Don't we all make our own cages? Lamenting the horrors of war. They are not playing the Heavensward song. Lamenting the horrors of war, yet Estinian knew them better than most. He was a man of honor and a dear friend, willing to fight to the very end for what he believed was right. You're not playing this song! And he's still fighting Alphino, just like Thancred. Their sacrifices are why we can survive here, why we still have a chance to stop her. Even in spirit, they're unwilling to give in to despair, and we mustn't either. Alizé is right. We must press on, for their sake. This is so rude. This is so rude. We have to keep going. Even if Estinian isn't here to see it, I'm sure Alphino wouldn't want to disappoint him. He doesn't. No choice have we but to march onward, lest we squander their noble sacrifices. To feign bravery with bold words is a simple matter, but without the strength of will to match, we are powerless against Dynamis. Not less than unshakable conviction will suffice, which makes me question if I'm up to the task. Oh, God, down on himself. Though it pains me to say it, we can ill afford to stop and grieve our comrades' passing. No, there will be time enough after. After what? Roads paved. Sacrifice. Oh my God. Alphino has regained his composure and is ready to proceed. It's okay if you need a moment, Alfie. As Istola and Alizé said, we must continue. Alfie was really upset. Notice the change in our surroundings. Perhaps this is the memory of an altogether different world. 'Twould be prudent to learn more of it then. Tread carefully, lest we lose our footing in this sand. Hi, Omni. The devs do feast on our feels. Oh my goodness. That is so glowy. It still looks like something that belongs under the sea. Is that the Reading Rainbow song, Omni? If you're worried about my vision, you needn't be. I can still see quite well. Oh, good. Another seemingly barren world. For a mercy, the air is nowhere near as stale, but still quite dry, and the sand will no doubt prove bothersome in due time. Oop, no. If not for the light emitted by these glyphs, I might well have overlooked this monolith. Sand everywhere. Were it not for the violet crystal embedded in its surface, it would appear as ordinary stone. A curious script has been etched upon them. Alas, it is not a language with which I am familiar. I cannot say I recognize it either. Nor I. The dragons, from what I recall, preserve their knowledge in song and eschew the written word entirely, so we may assume this is the work of another race, one we have yet to encounter. Medion claimed the dragon's world suffered a slow death, seeking the release of oblivion. What life we find here, like as not, doth wend its way towards a similar end. What do you suppose that is over there? Ugh! Meaning there's a chance we may find whoever built them both. We should go and have a look. Come on. Little spiral thing next to a tentacle monster. Other one! Other one! Ugh. Whoa, what are those? Whoa, some creepy stuff here! What? Drifting air? What? Whoa. This is some creepy stuff! Ghostly figure. It's just gonna get creepier and creepier. It does look like a beholder. Hail, travelers. This is a most unexpected occurrence. I don't know what voice to give this thing. Hello there. Is this your home? Indeed it is. Ah, forgive me. I had forgotten. An exchange of introductions is expected when first meeting those with whom one is unacquainted. When the vibration of vocal folds was still required to convey our thoughts and intention, yeah, I believe was the pronunciation used when referring to our people. Though it is not entirely applicable given our present state, you are welcome to use this appellation. As for nomenclature, to address my individual person, I believe it would be pronounced Kopkud. Yes, Kopkud of the Ia. Wow. She's like, did you get that? We have encountered beings that communicate intermittently through thought, but never one that is wholly without voice. I presume we are having this conversation via the medium of ether, or dynamis, as this space is suffused with vast quantities of it. Fascinating in either case. I gather your response to my presence is positive, then. That is well, for there is something I wish to ask of you. Wow. Like yourselves, we are ether-based life forms. Therefore, it may be surmised that your bodies are of comparable biological composition to those we once possessed. I have a number of queries regarding your subjective perception of the five senses: sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. In total... Whoa, look at the creepy figures! In total, I have prepared 198,712,180,827. That's rather a lot, isn't it? Oh, my apologies. I have omitted a great many details necessary to understand the nature of my request. Though we dispensed with our corporal vessels long ago, we have rediscovered a need for the flesh, and have endeavored to recreate our erstwhile forms. However, all pertinent records have been lost due to the passage of time. Take, for example, the nervous system. It is well within our power to recreate, but we have no frame of reference for sensations once experienced by our people, which may compromise our ability to interact with our physical environment. And the reason you need to regain corporal forms? Why, to bring an end to our existence, of course. Though need is perhaps too strong a word, it would be a simpler matter to unmake ourselves through the use of etheric exsanguinators, but such a death seems inadequate. The traditionalists among us believe proper death requires an inescapable sense of impermanence in one's final moments, an experience found only with bodies of flesh. Okay! We should very much like to hear more of your plans. In exchange, we will answer any questions you have to the best of our ability. Such as an exchange of information would indeed prove useful. Very well. To ensure efficacious exchange, I hereby invite you to our home. Yes, the abode of the Ea, where we traditionalists prepare for our demise. I presume your consent to answer questions is indicative of a tacit approval of our plans, in which case your cooperation is greatly appreciated. I must caution you, however, to be mindful of the Ea wandering the desert. Their desire for bodies of flesh could be described as overzealous. Now, if you would follow me. Good thing we talked to the friendly one. This is going rather smoothly. Not that I'm complaining, mind. Even so, we mustn't forget their aim is oblivion, much like the dragons. Though I fail to see why a civilization so seemingly advanced would choose to unmake all they have created. At any rate, we will find no answers dallying here. Let us be on our way. It's going to be like the different ways that the civilizations tried to find peace and failed. So these might be the ones who actually found it and found... They like kind of ascended and transcended their forms and you know, like kind of actually found a state of peace, but then realized that then there was no point in living because there was no strife. And they just existed. So that peace and joy was meaningless. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at this! Luminion. Oh, this is so weird. And now, of course, I'm just wondering which friend is going to be the one to sacrifice themselves. Ooh, there's like a black hole. This is like the prettiest sky I've ever seen. The Isle of Dragons was shrouded in the silence of the dead, yet the stillness here doth suggest the Ea are by and large merely sleeping. More violet-colored crystals. I cannot place my finger on it, but there is something unsettling about them. They're not blue. I should not be surprised their concept of a village is so different from ours, and yet... They said there would be others, but I don't know what I was expecting. Something tells me we have differing definitions of the word abode. Welcome to our abode. Most of our compeers you will find remain idle in their domiciles. Though your quizzical expressions indicate my phrasing is unclear, I speak, of course, of the violet crystalline constructs hanging from the stone structures there. You say they remain idle, but what of your work to regain corporal bodies? An astute question, and understandable given your finite nature. We have no desire to pursue our research, for it is no longer necessary. If, in our idleness, we are struck by sudden inspiration, we rise to pursue said inspiration to its conclusion. That is why I was present for your arrival, and why I continue to engage with you still. But while the others are not currently in a motile state, rest assured they would not object were you to disturb their respite. You need only cast your thoughts towards one of their crystalline domiciles to communicate. Hi, Cannon. Forsooth. Even should they elect not to emerge, you need but cast your thoughts to the crystals to communicate with the AI within. They're all sleeping in their little cocoons, their little pods. Aw, thank you, Josepha. Oh, that's Uranine. Uranine. Oh, thank you so much. Ah, me too. I'm so excited for Sailor Moon Cosmos. Ah, thank you, Uranine. Good to see you. I know. So exciting. I was not expecting that yesterday. Ah, thank you, James. We but are frail, mortal creatures who must keep hydrated to survive and pursue the joys despite all the sorrows. So let us hydrate and let us live for another day of the joys that we find in every moment that we can. Let us be. Verily. Oh, you cast your thoughts toward the crystalline domicile, but there's no response. You wish to speak? Very well. Pray a moment if you would. Alright, we got one. Oh, it's a tune. I thought this was an aetheryte. Cannot see. It's right there. Totoro babe! Thank you. I like your name. Good to see you. Nice to meet you. Why we seek our end, you ask? If you wish to know, I will tell you. Just a moment. I must remember. What form did I take when I last emerged? Huh. Have to decide a form to take. Something with a halo. Ew, is that like a spider one? It looks like a spider. Hey, bees. Ooh, have fun. This strange moaning comes and goes, but soon fades into silence. They did not want to wake up. I'm like, 5 more minutes. Whoa, I like this water. It's got confetti in it. Maybe it's water. No, don't eat the confetti. Did your inquiries yield satisfactory responses? I see. If they failed to answer, then it is likely because their minds have unraveled due to prolonged idleness. Oh. They are naught but concentrated ether now. Worry not. There are no others who have need of those lodgings, and they will not provide a hindrance to remain as they are. But more importantly, you said some few did answer your request for an audience, yes? I imagine they will be with us ere long. I'm telling you, this is the civilization that found peace, and now they're like, and now nothing matters. Sounds good to me. I'll take it. Flesh abandon? Whoa. Kopkud languidly awaits his brethren's arrival. Ugh, I love the quest names. Oh, thank you. You like the voice I've given them? I like it. I don't know. They're like ethereal. They're like not. They're little ghosties. Ugh, I've had no luck, but everyone else fared well enough. Quite a few have awakened. Alizé, you didn't talk to him, right? Ah, there they are. Hi, ghosties. It must have been so fun to design. May I introduce to you La Iak, Dudik, and Nanig. Hey, what's up? It has been too long, Koptkod. I dare say Sadr the Fourth has since completed an orbit. Indeed. Until the travelers brought it to my attention, I hadn't noticed how unraveled some had become. Unraveled, wow. Travelers? Ah, of course, of course. The ones who wish to know why we seek to regain corporeal forms. The truth of the matter is as plain to see as the neighboring systems, but my single account would fail to satisfy the requirements for scientific objectivity. Thus did I bid them awaken you. Am I the only one who struggles to tell who is speaking? Nay, thou art not. In the absence of corporal forms and the divergence they afford, mayhap such similarity in voice is unavoidable. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that they would all have the same voice. By the way, Koptkud, have you already observed the requisite custom for the travelers? That which one is expected to do when receiving guests, a matter of proper form. Aye, yes. So long has it been, it had completely escaped my mind, and still does. What was it again? I can't seem to remember. That's it, taking your head off. Neither do I. Pity. I was hoping you would. Perhaps we can search the archives for the answer. Come now, Neeg. The archives have long been frozen, lest we subject ourselves to further dolor. Surely you recall that much. Ah, of course. Food. The custom is to serve food. Beings of flesh such as they must regularly replenish their ether. By contributing to their replenishment, we communicate our friendly intention. That's right, that's right. Ghosty food. This is where the ectoplasm comes in, right? We duly invite you to join us in communal repast, after which we may engage in leisurely conversation. If we have a chance to learn something, then I see no reason to decline. Graha's like, you got a burger? Excellent. If you would care to follow, we shall feast you on the purest ether. That was a pool of ether. The confetti Those little ether chunks, wasn't it? Nope. They are! They're by the pool!
This facility is where we replenish our ether. There is no particular name for it, but we traditionalists sometimes use the word restaurant. Now then, if you would take your place with your comrades, the space will soon be awash with purest ether. Please absorb as much as you like.
Guys. If it is as I suspect, then this so-called feast... Actually, let's just see it for ourselves. Fear not, we are not like to come to harm. If they are thus able to replenish their ether, the loss of vital sustenance isn't likely to be the cause of their demise. Ether, they said, but I can't help but feel a bit nervous. Judging by the construction of this facility, it would seem the Ea directly draw upon the ether. If we were told to stand wherever we like, this strikes me as less of a meal and more of a ritual. Okay. Okay. You brace yourself for a rush of sweet, sweet ether, but nothing seems to happen. Perhaps you need to wait a little longer. Gotta open your mouth. It's gonna come from the sky. You brace yourself again, but again, nothing seems to happen. Just as I suspected. As meticulous as one might recreate the Ea's home world, this is Ultima Thule. One cannot simply generate ether here. As recreations, our friends are oblivious to this fact, to the very truth of their existence, much like the phantoms of the recreated Amarat. However appearances may seem, we must ever be mindful that it is memories of the dead with whom we deal. Y'shtola's like, I'm done waiting.
So, did you have your fill of ether?
Yeah, it was totally delicious. Alas, we couldn't absorb it. Y'shtola, you pretend! It's like a kid when you, like, sit down, like the kid puts out the little pretend food and the little pretend tea in their little tea set, and you're like, oh yes, this is wonderful, thank you. Oh, you pick up little plastic grapes and you're like, so good. Y'shtola never, like, played pretend tea party with any kids. Alas, we couldn't absorb it. A deficiency in our forms, it would seem.
Oh, how very unfortunate. May I ask how you normally replenish your ether? Through your mouths, you say? How very primitive and quaint. To think that their mouths serve not only to expel sound, but draw in sustenance besides. Such life forms have long since vanished from our systems. Hey, welcome back, Kirtana.
Yeah, right. I do love the flavor of this dirt-colored Play-Doh, right? Oh, jeez. Welcome back, Phil. Though we regrettably could not partake of your magnificent feast, rest assured we feel your welcome most keenly. Thank you, Urianger. In the course of acquainting ourselves with your sophisticated ways, however, we could not fail but wonder, wherefore do you wish to obtain vessels of flesh and thence to vanish? Will you not favor us with an explanation? Are you gonna steal our bodies or no?
Your flesh and blood beings are always so hasty. It does have its charm, however. Very well, we shall indulge you. In the beginning, when the AI yet possessed corporal bodies, our ancestors dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge and technological advancement. By transcending all limitations, we believed we would eliminate sorrow and abide in true happiness. From the tangible, such as land, to the intangible, such as labor, there exist myriad hindrances to progress, but the most confining of all was the flesh itself. Our natural lifespan was distressingly middling, you see. Too short to enjoy unhurried lives, yet too long to be considered disposable. Furthermore, to simply maintain the integrity of our bodies demanded considerable resources. But we managed to solve this problem. After long years, we discovered how to become non-corporeal entities with everlasting lives, untroubled by the failures of the flesh. Thus changed, we had more time and freedom to continue our scientific pursuits. We went on to make even greater strides in our quest to transcend all limitations until we finally decided to challenge the last of them all, the limit of knowledge. That is to say, deciphering the laws of creation. We sought to discover how the universe came into being and explain all existent phenomena, and thence predict the future. If we could but achieve this, we believed that we would be free from uncertainty and anxiety. And did you find the answers you sought? Yes, we did. Our efforts revealed us a fundamental truth. Knowledge of said truth is essential for the continuation of our conversation. If you would learn more, we will share it with you.
Like, we're gonna tell you the secrets of life, the universe, and everything. If you want to hear it.
No, we mustn't. Primitive as they are, it would be unspeakably cruel to deprive them of their ignorance.
Like, once you hear it, you can't unhear it. He's like, but the Prime Directive.
They are possessed of corporal forms, their lives readily ended. As those who have gone before, is it not our duty to warn them?
What thinkest thou? Ishtola's gonna be the one to say, whisper the truth of life in my ear, and she's gonna implode.
We have deliberated and come to a consensus. If you are resolved to know it, we will disclose to you the truth we discovered, the truth of the universe. Seek us at the stone pillars just outside the bounds of the abode, a place called Elegeia.
Wow, I like that name. Yeah, they just whisper, 42, when our heads explode. Like her master, Ishtola seeketh the truth of creation. How will the truth of the Ea, who uncovered all only to desire the end, fall upon her ears? Oh boy! To define the laws of creation would have been no small feat, even for the Ea. Nay, having eternal life, and hence no sense of haste, would only have made it harder. Such tremendous drive for knowledge they once must have had, and I struggled to reconcile it with the listless beings before us. Whatever answers they found, it did not bring them happiness. You may be intimately familiar with a problem, know it like the back of your hand, yet be powerless to solve it. In the course of my struggles, I've often been made keenly aware of this fact. I wonder, have the Ea never felt the same frustration? 'Tis true that a lack of knowledge can beget fear. Therefore, in theory, by acquiring all knowledge, it may be possible to attain peace. But as Heidelin told us, all those peoples who attempted to free their worlds from life's woes met with failure. And the Ea are among them, as their presence here attests. The tale we are about to hear will not be a happy one. Oh, Ishtola! A fundamental truth. We will hear it, of course. Let us learn what has led to such an enlightened people to this indolent end. It's just gonna be like, none of it matters. Nothing matters. It's gonna be the same as Medion. Before we hear the climax of the Aea's tale, mayhap I should speak of... On second thought, it would only be a distraction. We will talk more when the time is right. What? Okay. The little heads come off. Something seems to be weighing on Urianger's mind. Ere we joined the Aea, there is one trifling matter I would fain investigate. Luna, Grahatia, might I trouble you for your assistance? But of course. My thanks. We shall head outside the abode if you would kindly follow me. I know not what mischief you're plotting, Urianger, but I trust you have our best interests at heart. The rest of us shall go on ahead to Elagea. Lest you worry, we won't start without you. What do you gotta do, Urianger? The big crunch. There is naught but desert out there. What could Urianger wish to investigate? As long as Urianger explains himself to you, then I shall be satisfied. Do lend him an ear in my stead. Go on and assist Urianger with his mysterious task. We shall wait for you. Alright, me and Fatter Cat will be back. They just accept that, like, Urianger just goes off sometimes. Where knowledge leads. Knowledge? Luminion. This had to be so fun to design. Like, how weird do you want it to be? Yes. Wellspring of regret. A spring, and a sizable one at that. I hadn't noticed it amidst the dunes. Urianger wants to go for a bath. Aye, this place shall serve. Is it the spring that you wish to investigate? Pray forgive me, my friends, but there is naught to investigate. 'Twas but a pretense to speak in private. Whatever you have to tell me, you can say in front of Y'shtola. You have our undivided attention. As we have established, here in Ultima Thule, those denizens of ruined stars are recreated in their twilight days. Yet one question doth arise in my mind. So faithfully formed are the simulacra, they believe themselves yet amongst the living. How dost thou suppose that is possible? Medion... Something about hearts? I don't know. I'm inclined to agree. If Medion can take the emotions of others as her own, I dare say she would be able to recreate them more faithfully than she relied on any historical account. By which logic, she must have visited them while they still lived. The dragons and the Aea both. That's not what I said, but okay. So too did I theorize, and upon that assumption, consider how those two races may have met their demise. According to thine own tale, Medion perceived the emotions of those nearby as her own, a heightened sense of empathy intrinsic to her nature as an Endwalker. In the course of her star-faring journey, if she encountered beings who strongly desired cessation of their existence, she would be powerless before that desire. Man, we just gotta go up and hug Medion and think the happiest thoughts of wanting to live ever. Even as she possesseth the power to grant it, the power of Dynamis. 'Tis my supposition that, overwhelmed by their longing for death, Medion did unleash Dynamis and usher the dragons and the Ea onto their doom. Of course, such was not always the outcome. Full many stars did she find already lost to ruin. In order to create a terminus, however, the fervent desire for the end is essential. Therefore, should you struggle to find the way forward, pray ask yourself this. In the place where you stand, who is the soul that yearneth most desperately for oblivion? Why do you tell us this now? Ne'er again would I betray your trust. This pledge I did make to my comrades. In bringing thee to my confidence, I would remain true to my word. As for thee, let us consider it my fitting reward for the secrets I harbored for the Crystal Exarch. What was happening? I once placed my faith in thy chosen path, walking at thy side, fully knowing that we were bound for thy demise. I ask now that thou returnest the favor, and abide in faith as I fulfill mine own destiny. If you say my debt is come due, how am I to refuse? 'Tis indelicate of me, I know full well, and I can but beg thy forgiveness. Yet even if I must needs go to such lengths, I cannot well feign ignorance of the answer I have found within. The answer to the question, in what moment might I stand strongest? After all that we've been through, I will say only this. Do what you must. Do what you must and see your conviction through. I shall, my friend. I shall. Without further ado, then, let us join our comrades. I'm very confused what just happened. Lots of words and me kind of half zoning out during them because Urianger speak. And just like eyes kind of glazing over, just at a very dark screen. What just happened? Urianger sharing with the class. He's like, I will keep my secrets no more. Why did he need to say that to Grahatia in private? Basically, so he's saying, like, let me be the one to sacrifice myself next, basically. And because he allowed Grahatia to do that, he's telling Grahatia, like, let me, like, don't stop me. He's getting Graha back for making... Oh! Him and Graha kept secrets together in Shadowbreaker. So, wait. He's returning the favor from Shadowbreaker. Okay. So, wait. So he's just, like, sticking it to Grahatia one more time by saying, I'm gonna be the one to sacrifice myself now, and I'm gonna make you not tell the others. Okay. A little strange, but alright. Urianger does as Urianger does, man. Let us be off too, to Elegea. There he goes. He's running away. What? Okay. Urianger, he's so strange. Oh, did he know... I don't remember the details. So he knew that the Crystal Exarch was Grahatia, but Grahatia told him not to tell anybody. Ah, okay. Okay. And that okay, I forgot that Urianger knew that he was gonna do that. Ah, okay, okay. Okay, it's coming back to me. Shadowbringers is coming back to me. Yeah, and then Emmett said, nah. Don't mind me. Come, let us hear the Aea's tale and learn what caused such enlightened beings to crave naivety. I understand you've taken care of business. If you are ready to begin, then so are we. While we waited, we mentioned our star situation to the Aea. They nodded sagely, or something to that effect. We have prepared for our recounting. To facilitate comprehension, the information will be simplified to match your primitive minds. Yeah, what's the secret of the universe? They're just like, and our heads still explode. Your companion in front, the one called Ishtola, she seems the keenest to learn the truth. I pity her. It would seem your star, too, has been plunged into a panic-induced cataclysm. We hope that our tale will not serve to exacerbate it. Oh, you are here already. Your comrade said you would be late. It seems everyone's accounted for. Shall we, then? We shall. Let's go. Let's hear the meaning of the universe.
Please, continue. Tell us about this truth you discovered.
Tell us.
Very well. Bear in mind, however, that the purpose of this conversation is not to impart scholarly knowledge, for such requires that you comprehend the subject matter, which you will not. We will forego the intricacies of our scientific methodology and deal only with the conclusion, the end of our society and our world.
You liked my voice acting better.
With regret, that your star is in the midst of the same panic-induced cataclysm that befell Deneb 3. As such, in order to avoid causing undue distress, we will refrain from explicitly stating how much time you have remaining.
Oh.
You are entirely too kind. I pray you recount your tale as you see fit.
In the beginning, the universe was but a tiny particle. Then suddenly, this
I thought they were going to
particle
skip to the
began
end.
to expand. Having remained entirely in the bounds of your star, the phenomenon may be difficult for your kind to grasp. But this expansion has since continued unabated. Speculating that the universe could not grow indefinitely, we sought to learn what might occur, and made a worrying discovery. The stars will continue to spread apart, as will their finite thermal energies. Eventually, all heavenly bodies will grow cold and freeze, No new stars will be born, and the universe will enter onto an eternal ice age. In hopes of proving that this determination was erroneous, we scrutinized our research from all angles, even as we sought to avert the everlasting winter. The endeavor proved fruitless. So infamously so, in fact, that it became synonymous with vain
The
effort.
universe's final days.
The universe as we know it
Yeah, the
will
heat death
end,
of the universe. The cold death of the
and there
universe.
is no way to prevent it.
Okay.
Beneath the weight of this knowledge, our society stagnated. Though we had time still, it was a cold comfort. Why strive for anything when desolation is assured? When our wealth of wisdom, accumulated since the dawning of our kind, would be forever lost. No civilization would rise from our ashes. No scholar recover our knowledge. In silence unbroken, naught would stir. Intellect was once our pride. Overnight, it became our shame. Our works,
mean,
monuments to
In 1,000
futility.
years, no one's gonna be watching my YouTube videos, but that doesn't mean I don't enjoy making them.
Invention became
Now,
a
for
source
the
of
people who enjoy it
suffering.
now.
Rather than suffer on, many chose to unmake themselves by means of etheric exsanguinators.
Oh, is that what those are?
Etched upon these stones are the testaments of such souls,
Those are gravestones.
though many left no words at all, thinking it a pointless gesture.
I mean, yeah, if that's what you
Once we
believe.
have obtained vessels of flesh, we likewise intend to vanish.
Because they believe that just unmaking yourselves isn't like a true death.
If you understand this, understand aught of our tale, you will
Ought.
abandon your quest for knowledge.
Ought.
Ignorance truly is bliss. If you would cling to your illusory happiness, remain primitive and pure. It is the only way.
I like my ignorance. I'll keep it, thanks.
So that's your story. While I appreciate your advice, I will not heed it. Convinced though you may be of this truth, it is yours and not mine. Indeed, truth, I have ever believed, is in the eye of the beholder.
Are you suggesting that we have reached a faulty conclusion? That our science failed us?
Hardly. As you yourself said, the subject matter is beyond my comprehension. And that, I accept, is true. I do not possess the knowledge to prove or disprove your conclusion. In my mortal years, I doubt I could even approach the wisdom of the Aya. But of one thing am I absolutely certain. I would not be happier in ignorance.
Y'shtola, no! You mustn't!
The most important lesson I've learned is that learning isn't simply passing one's eyes over words. Nay, 'tis when understood for oneself that knowledge attains its true value. This is what has sustained me, driven me onward in joy and wonder, in anger and sorrow. The universe may end, and all may be for naught. But I will live as I always have. I will always seek out new knowledge. And no conclusion of yours, no matter how grim, can dampen my desire.
Yeah! You tell him.
I suppose it is only to be expected. Their feeble minds cannot fathom the terrifying gravity of it all. But worry not. We consider it our duty to enlighten you. And we will not stop until you grasp the full extent of our despair.
Wow. Look at that, and just like that, he strolling gave you a purpose. There it is. There's the Medion bird.
Keep calm and listen well. Though my body will soon dissipate, there may be a way to restore it. Azim's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back. But you mustn't, for it would mean losing our way forward. This I only reveal so that you can promise not to invoke the magic. We came here knowing what victory may cost, so press on. Press on, and do not look back.
I shall join thee.
What?
As subterfuge is not required, thou shalt not suffer for mine absence.
Urianger.
My resolve hath never been as strong as thine. Full oft have I wavered in my decisions, and afterwards been stricken with regret. In spite of this, I may still stand with my comrades, supporting them as they attempt the greatest of feats. This truth I have learned in the course of our journey. And many though my shortcomings may be, I may also claim to excel in prophecies. My studies, into which have granted me the flexibility of mind needed to bend this malleable reality. Thus shall I hope that thou mayest have the strength to resist, and our comrades the strength to continue.
With you to urge us on, how could we possibly fail?
And they're gone.
What's this? An
Ah!
extinguished civilization. Rekindled.
That's right. Our quest doesn't end here. We'll press on, and we will find you.
There. That's where you'll find me.
Is that another star?
Of the stars we visited, most were already devoid of life. And where there was life still, the inhabitants wished for death. But even death, we learned, isn't truly the end. It is but a part of the cycle of rebirth. souls return to the star, or in its absence, a larger flow. And eventually they are reborn. Alive again, to know suffering anew. True salvation lies not in dying. It lies in not being born. This is the gift I would give to you. To all life on beautiful Aetheris. To that end, we created an egg wherein life cannot quicken. That dead sun. Attain it if you can, before your friend's emotions fade away, along with their protection.
Some dark shit. This game has gone full emo. No, it's not a death egg. It's a not being born egg. Yes, it's an unlife egg. That's a egg of no rebirth. Holy shit. Salvation lies not in death, but not being reborn. Wow! Or not being born. Holy shit. Wow. Hi, Red! Wow. Ooh! Isn't that a metaphor for 1.0? No! I mean, it did. It was a realm reborn, so it was reborn. So it's like a realm reborn, but it's a realm not reborn. Whoa! Look at the quest name. It's like victory and loss. What? Ah! Wow. Is it Solus? Wow. Dying isn't enough. We need to not be born. Wow. Wow. Music level 3! I need, at the end, I need to listen to them all, like, right in a row. Wow. Never have I felt such emptiness. It's as if a part of me is gone. I'm fine, Luna. Like I said, our quest doesn't end here. Alizé, I'm fine. Everything's fine. What is this? Victory laws? Laws? What? What? Grazia regards his comrades in solemn silence. Are you all ready to continue on? Then let us make for where that light shone. Ishtola and Urianger have opened the way for us. Urianger, I was wondering if Urianger was gonna go in there. But he's like, we can't have a whole world for every one of the Scions. This game will never end. So, Urianger, get your butt in there. I don't know if I want the twins to go at the same time or not. I don't want one of them to be without the other. Shit. Look at that, some kind of star station. Wow. I mean, it might just be me at the end. This is truly gonna come down to the power of friendship. Some manner of AI device. If our friends awakened it, then it should be safe to use. Judging by the direction, this should be the place. Yes, I can feel it. The ether emanating from the arcane pattern. This is a portal, and make no mistake. Let's see where it leads. What manner of place awaits us, I wonder. The question is what ended this civilization? One ended because war and blood and death. One ended because they actually found enlightenment and found out that the world was going to end anyway. Or that there was a pointlessness to everything because it was all going to end, not... It was a little different. The AI were a little different than I thought. It wasn't necessarily... It was like they... In their pursuit of true peace, the last nugget before they found true peace was to find all knowledge. And it wasn't that there was nothing else to live for because they had discovered everything, but rather what they found. Interesting. Ooh, this one's very technological. We found the Asura world. Level Tricker. This is the Tron world. Oh! Overflow level checker. Uh-oh. Now we're in the computer. Ooh. This is Omega's world? Peachy's so good at understanding so much in just one telling. I try my best. Sometimes I'm spot on. Sometimes I'm way, way, way off. I think that's why I talk about it, and I enjoy theorizing and stuff, and then I talk about it out loud to try and understand it myself and make sense of it. Amazing. Yet another civilization. Attacked as soon as you arrived. Not the most welcoming of places, is it? We must try to find denizens who are amenable to conversation. We should also get the lay of the land, see how far it can go. We can go. I'll help Alphino with that. In the meantime, you and Graha can search for friendlier folk. Careful, kids! Why are we splitting up? Apart from hostile beings, take care with your footing. I mislike the look of this terrain. Not knowing what the locals are like, you'd best take care of yourselves. We'll find you once we finish exploring. Be careful, kids! Ooh. Okay. I hate to do this, but we're gonna end it there today. Right before exploring this world with Gratia. Oh my goodness. Hang out. Hey, what do you think? Ah! Giveaway time! Sean, thank you. Game Vault giveaway is active. Exclamation point waffle and up to 100 peaches. Anybody who's following the channel can enter to win a Steam game of your choice from the list. Thank you, James. Sean. James did the one earlier. Oh my goodness. This is awesome. This is really awesome. I don't like my friends being sacrificed. It's funny that Ishtola told us, like, how to bring everybody's bodies back, but said don't use it. Get the aetheryte. I'm fine. I'm not gonna move. He's fine. Ah! Gives you that vibes from the end of the anime. Yeah, it gives me a lot of vibes. Lots of vibes. Oh my gosh. Right, she's like, if you bring us back, that like if you bring Thancred back, then you won't be out. Oh, that was a player. Oh. I was like, who just walked in front of me? I'm gonna chill over here. It's fun. This moon area is very Final Fantasy IV. Ooh, cool. Cool. Right, right. Like I said, if we bring Thancred back, then like we might not be able to breathe, right? And if you can maybe bring Estinian back because we already made the bridge, so like maybe bring Estinian back, and then we already Ishtola and Urianger got us here, so maybe you could bring them back. Okay, Thancred is the only one that maybe we can't bring back because then we couldn't breathe. Congrats, bees. This is awesome. This is really good. It's the power of friendship. It's the power of friendship. The power of friendship is unlimited. No, that power of Azem. Yeah, because Heidelin gave us the little Azem's, like, she gave us her charm. Her little thing. But yeah, said its power was limited. So maybe we can only bring back so many people. Sorry, Thancred. Because he's the... We need him to breathe, right? Damn. Shoot. Maybe he can go to the first and be with Rin. Reen. However you pronounce her name. It's really good. It's really good. It is a cow cosplay. I'm a very stylish cow today. Alright, guys. Thank you so much. We should do that, Fiery Blaze. We should end every stream with the quote. Alright. I'm not sure if I'll stream tomorrow. But whenever I stream again, I will notify you guys in Discord. I'll post it on Twitter. So you can always follow here, put on the little notification bell. Yeah. I might do some more, like, chill Fire Emblem streams. Or whatever. We'll hang out. We'll hang out, we'll geek out, we'll have fun. Thank you, Miss Mio. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you spending your time here. Of the bajillion other things you could be doing, you decided to spend it here, and that's super special. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. I guess I'll see you guys in May. Holy crap, it's gonna be May tomorrow. Wow. More anime Peachy. Maybe more anime Peachy. I need to open up the V-Roid whatever and like see what like customization options there are. I think that would be fun to like make a little avatar, right? Hardy Wings, thank you for being here. I saw a couple new names in chat. It was really fun to hang out with you guys. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, please have a wonderful evening and take care of yourselves. If I don't see you tomorrow, enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I will see you next week for hopefully a warmer May than it has been. So take care of yourselves, be safe, and be healthy so that we can game longer and we can geek longer. And always remember to love what you love shamelessly. If it's bringing you joy and you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, then love it, embrace it, no shame. Just use your passions to inspire you, to make friends, to bring you joy, to create. Just live in that joy. Find that joy. Find those things that you love and embrace them. That's what we do here. And don't be toxic. No shaming anybody else for things that they enjoy. All right? I love you guys so big. Please have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I will be talking to you in Discord. I'll be talking to you on social media. And I will see you next stream. Take care. Have a wonderful night. And go with love. Bye, guys. Mwah.